I would take those hits hard. They would take me down for quite a bit into very low, dark places. But what has always been the case, and I can look back at the things that are coming to my mind right now and know, like, I came out better on the other side of this. That while in those moments I could not understand, why this was happening to me. I didn't do anything wrong. I did the right thing. I was doing what I was supposed to do. And yet I still felt like I was the one who got punished in this situation. But now then, when I can look back at, the hindsight of it, I came out better. I would not have wanted it to be any different. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Gem. All right, so today we're going to be using the Divine Animals Oracle. This is a spirit animal deck. And so we're going to pull one card to find out what energy do we need to be bringing forth right now to help guide us in what is coming at us at this time. And then we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot to pull a 3-card progression spread. It'll be past, present, future, to see where you're at, where you're headed, where you've been, where you're at, where you're headed, so that if you need to make a course correction, we can do it at this time. All right, so I'm going to set some intentions while I'm shuffling. The first intention is that anyone who comes across this reading, there is a message in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time that they need it most. I set the intention that all of the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Okay. I set the intention that I will be given very clear words, phrases, anything needed in order to communicate the messages that come out as clearly as possible so that they can be received as they were intended. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I post 4 to 5 videos a week. And so, like I said, you hit that bell for notifications, and it'll let you know every time a new video goes out. I do the zodiac readings once a month, and then I do twin flame, ancestor message, angel message, spiritual path, and then just different oracle decks I have. So, like I said, check it out and see what else I have going. All right. So I'm going to start with the channeled message. What does Gemini need to know right now? Happiness, joy, expansion. Gemini is closing out a very hard cycle that has lasted over the past several years. It has been a time of lessons and slow movement. Very stuck energies that Gemini was too afraid to release because even though it has been challenging, it's also been their comfort zone. It did not stretch them to really grow, shine, and expand. That will soon be changing as new waves of energy start rushing in. Lots of new opportunities are ahead, and will take wisdom to know which ones to accept and which to decline. Follow the path that aligns with your true joy. Let your body be the judge, not so much as your mind. That's part of what has kept you stuck to this point, waiting for the answer that makes the most logical sense, with no regard to how it might affect you on the emotional level long term. All right, so you're using the wisdom to make your decisions, but you're also using the cues from your body as part of the information to make those decisions. So, like, when you feel something that has just got your stomach just turned all into pieces, and like, this is just not for me. This is not for me. But when you're not trusting that gut feeling, that is what leads you into these paths that can keep you in stuck energies for far longer than what you were supposed to be. But when you follow the ones that are leading you, like they light you up from here, you just feel this expanded energy. Follow that, and that is the path to expansion. That is your path to the flow and the joy. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some cards. We'll start with the Oracle. Deep breath. All right, so what energy does Gemini need right now to help them be able to find this new path of expansion and joy. Energy for Gemini. Okay. We got the goat. This is about reliability. Okay. Okay, deep breath. Okay, past, present, future Gemini. Past, present, future Gemini. Past. Here's that hard stuff that you've been walking away from. This Ten of Swords. This is a painful ending, but it is an ending, and it's in the past, so that means it's already happened. Present. Page of Swords. This is learning new things, getting excited about learning new things. Future. Oh. Okay. So we've got the Three of Swords, which is, it's a heartbreak, but then we also had the Ace of Pentacles fell out too. So I'm going to keep both of those because the Ace of Pentacles is the new opportunity. All right. Let's get started. So I am going to try to do an extended for this one. I've been having technical difficulties with my extendeds this week. And so if it doesn't work on the Moments app, I will just do a private link again, the way that I've done the other one. So, but I do want to try to get the extended done this time. And that link will be down in the description box. All right, goat. Reliability. Is your word reliable? Can you be counted upon? Make your way successfully step by step, steady as she goes. Nourish yourself. We should climb mountains, not carry mountains. See, that already has connected me with the channeling, because that's what I feel like you have been doing. You've been carrying all the burdens and not following, the rise. You're not, concerned about the rise. You've been carrying the mountain. Okay. When we learn about 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐊 and 𝐒𝐤𝐈𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐿, the goats who pulled the god Thor's chariot in the stories of the Poetic Edda, compiled in the 13th century from earlier traditional sources, and the Prose Edda, written by Snorri Sturluson in the 13th century. Following is but one story of the goats and the thunder god. Thor and Loki were once traveling together for the purpose of troll hunting. They were traveling upon a chariot pulled by Thor's two ferocious goats, 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐊 and 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐿. Those are hard to say. The day drew to a close, and the two gods sought shelter at a farmhouse. The peasant family who lived there was shocked to see the two gods, but obviously welcomed them to their humble abode. Thor's goats were magical and were able to be killed for food by Thor's hammer. Mjolnir. And then at the dawn the next day would return to living by the blessing of the same hammer. So Thor always had a reliable food source with him. He told the peasants that they could share the meal of the magical goats, but they were not to split the bones in any way, as the bones were needed to be unharmed so the goats could successfully regenerate at first light. The humans agreed to this and enjoyed their meal provided by Thor. But 𝐼𝐹, the son of the farmer, could not resist secretly cracking one of the legs open to suck out some of the delicious marrow, some of the best eating of the goat that could be had. Dawn came, and Thor laid all the bones upon the skin so that they could reassemble magically into the living 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐊 and Tangenjoster. However, Thor noticed one of his goats had a lame leg. Thor became very angry, knowing that someone had cracked one of the leg bones when they had given their word to the contrary. Frightened by the god's anger, the 𝐓𝐹 admitted his guilt and offered himself and his sister to the god as his servants. Thor quieted his anger and agreed, and this is how one of Thor's goats became lame and still remained powerful and steady. While we cannot be sure what kind of goats pulled Thor's chariots, many of the symbols and descriptions are reminiscent of either the endemic mountain goat or the hardy domesticated mountain goat. The mountain goats in the traditional Norse lands are magnificent creatures, well-furred, sure-footed, and mightily horned. Goats have been providers of skins, milk, cheese, meat, drinking horns, and building materials, and they were one of the first animals to be domesticated by man. As such, they were and are well loved by humans as domestic animals, and now there are over 200 species of goats. Goat magic, and specifically the magic of Thor's mountain goats, is one of the reliability and sure-footedness. Goats are remarkably athletic and agile on mountainsides and difficult terrain. They are robust creatures able to withstand the cold or rough environments and are available to all people, rich and poor. Call upon goat energy when you need stability and balance in a precarious situation, or when you need nourishment after a period of scarcity. Okay. So I just saw something in here just about integrity. Making sure that your word actually stands up for itself. Doing what you say you're going to do. All right. Moving on with the rest of the reading. In the past, we've got the Ten of Swords. So, like I said, this is a very painful ending. In which, as this channeling said, a very hard cycle is closing out. And so you can see this woman is just walking away. She's just ready to be done. Painful endings, crisis, being stabbed in the back, an opportunity to find deep healing, an opportunity to find hope and resiliency. This Ten of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth, when delusion is lifted. Sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, a fractured partnership, or a discounted career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate abilities to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizons is the highest task of a bruised heart. I am healing every day. So I just had a lot of things coming into me as I was reading that, and I was thinking about just all the times that I was headed down this one path that I thought was just absolutely for me. I was excited about it. I was ready to go. I was all in. And then by really no fault of my own, the plan changed. Very abruptly, the plan changed. And I would take those hits hard. They would take me down for quite a bit into very low, dark places. But what has always been the case, and I can look back at the things that are coming to my mind right now and know, like, I came out better on the other side of this. That while in those moments I could not understand, why this was happening to me, I didn't do anything wrong. I did the right thing. I was doing what I was supposed to do, and yet I still felt like I was the one who got punished in this situation. But now then, when I can look back at, the hindsight of it, I came out better. I would not have wanted it to be any different, because I know, like, if I hadn't have gone that path, it wouldn't have been able to turn out the way it did. So I'll tell you, like, one of the instances that are coming out is when I was pregnant with my third son, I was actually told at 2 different ultrasounds that he was a girl, and that would have been my first girl at that point. And I was excited about the possibility of having a daughter. I think everybody sort of has that dream of experiencing one of each, right? And I'd already had 2 sons, and so getting told that I was going to have a girl was pretty exciting for me. And then I found out at 24 weeks that it was actually not another girl. It was another. I mean, it was not a girl. It was another boy. And I felt, one, embarrassed because I'd already told everybody that I was having a girl, and then I got actually made fun of because of it too, which was even more heartache added on to, because I honestly did not care if it was going to be a boy or a girl. I just wanted a healthy baby. But when you get told and you actually start building, living life as though this is, what's happening, because that, of course I was going to believe that. That's what they told me at 2 different ultrasounds. You really let yourself believe that this is your reality. And then when it gets taken from you, it's kind of, it's jolting. You don't really know what to do with it. And so another part of that is that I had planned to only have 3 kids. I had planned to have my tubes tied after that delivery. But because that jolted me so much that I did not, expect that to happen to me, I ended up deciding not to get my tubes tied. I didn't know if I wanted another child or not, but I just wasn't sure yet what I wanted to do, so I didn't want to do anything permanent. But I did end up having another baby, and my 4th baby was a girl. I actually did not find out what I was having until she was born, just because I did not want to go through that again. Because again, it wasn't even about, what the gender was. It was just that I had actually lived for 2 months believing this one thing and planning for this one thing, and then it got... So I just didn't want to go through that again. But the blessing in that is, had it happened, had I just been told correctly that he was a boy the whole time, I would have only had 3 boys. I would have not had my daughter. Had it been a girl, had it been my daughter that time, then I wouldn't have had my 3rd son. I would have lost big time not having either one of those people in my life. And so this was really the only way, because I was very, very adamant. 3 was it. That was it. I was done. And so that's what I mean by, sometimes the things that are really hard for us to go through are actually our blessings. And that's just one example of many examples that I have. And I guarantee that you have a lot of examples in your life too. All right, so moving forward, we've got the Page of Swords. And I just noticed we've got 3 swords came out. So that's a lot of 3 cards of swords came out. So that's a lot of mental stuff happening right now. So the Page of Swords. Where are we at? Restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. Curious and intelligent, this page has a thirst for knowledge that seems unquenchable. She's an incredibly quick-witted communicator, and she's often compelled to share her many ideas or messages with others. At times, she's so talkative that it becomes too much for others to process, and her intense energy can come across as unsettled or even nervous. She suggests using an air of inventiveness in your current pursuit. Your goals will be met by walking a path of honest discovery, especially where others are concerned. Keep the light bulbs of curiosity turned on and cultivate a beginner's mindset as you strive to learn new things. Avoid falling into gossip or even arrogance with your communication. In shadow, this page can be all talk and no action. Remember that everyone who crosses your path has something specific to teach you, and that mirrors are all around. Remain open to unexpected lessons, share truthfully, and delight in every interaction. I learn and expand my consciousness, and I open up to new opportunities in my life. So here's the expansion and opportunity. So that is moving us to the Three of Swords. Painful separation, loss, heartbreak, an opportunity to heal, shadows coming to light, finding inspiration again. Heartbroken, she falls to her knees and screams to the universe for a second chance. Separation can come in many forms, from the loss of a relationship or identity to the disintegration of belief, purpose, or goals. Separation from what we thought we had can mark painful moments in our lives. If you find yourself amidst wavering realities and losing something that feels near and dear to your heart, know that this too shall pass. This severing, although painful, is a necessary part of the process. Despite all proof to the contrary, your brightly lit future will arrive because of this experience. Tie yourself to your light and prepare to spend some time nurturing your tender spirit. These shadowy times are always opportunities to become stronger and more resilient. So give yourself time to heal and know that you will love, thrive, and find inspiration again soon. My heart remains tender and open. So this heartbreak is actually what is bringing in your new opportunity, though. So, and like I said, that very much is how my own situation was. Without the heartbreak that I went through, I would not have had the opportunity to have, had my daughter in my life, or had my, third son in my life, if things had just gone differently. If they had gone the way that I thought I want them to, I would have missed out big time. So sometimes we don't know. We don't know what is best for us. Sometimes, God, the universe, whatever you call that, actually does have even better things planned for us than what we could have ever imagined for ourselves. All right, so the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a new venture or task, new ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success, manifesting power, ambitions, prosperity. Freshly rooted beginnings, this ace is a powerhouse of possibility and reveals the materialization of earthly ambitions and all of the wonderful things. When you seed your future by planting your very first intentions, things feel so exciting, raw, and possible, don't they? Hold on to those feelings of optimism and success, for the new start that you are welcoming to your life right now has incredible potential to thrive. Your ace initiates a timeline where your future wealth, health, and material abundance are ushered in. By figuring out your soil conditions, your watering schedule, and the needs of this unique seed, you will be able to see it through to fruition. Bring your determination and dedication and see your abundance spring to life in the form of successful outcomes, material and financial wins, and soul-satisfying well-being. With this wonderful message for good things to come, it's time to visualize, attract, prioritize, and act. Okay. I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. Okay. So give me some information about the Ten of Swords. What is this painful ending that has happened? Oh, too much. Okay, so this was something that you had been putting a lot of work into. You were in the process of, really watering, to me, the wrong seeds. And so we've got the Tower came in and sort of started you back at ground zero, right? So that you have the ability to create your whole new life into existence, birth your whole new life into existence. Okay. Give me some information about the new opportunity. Right. So we've got the Ace of Wands is inspiration. The Five of Wands, this can sometimes be competition or conflict. But I actually see this as an opportunity to kind of work together with other people. And then we have, it's going to finally close out your your cycle. This is what really is going to bring the closing to that cycle. All right, so what can you do right now to help bring about, how can you just manage, what can you do right now to help you manage through the heartache? Okay, so I'm going to say, understand that it is bringing you in clarity. It's bringing in more information for you to be able to know exactly what you want and what you don't want in your life. It brings clarity. Things that you did not know behind the scenes now have come, open for you to, see. It's also fate. This is karma being balanced. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which means that even though you are feeling left out in the cold right now, the key to that door is just right behind you. As soon as you get out of your head and look up and know that better days are coming. I'm going to go ahead and read this card to you. The Five of Cups. Okay. Grieving, disillusion, disappointment, betrayal, bitterness, wallowing, self-pity can signify a broken heart. So we know that we already do have a broken heart. The illusion is lifting, and you may suddenly find yourself in the middle of a reality that is painfully disappointing. If your dark night was a result of someone else's deception, you will need to find the seeds of forgiveness in order to avoid a calloused heart. Release yourself from any guilt around the situation. When we realize that the future we were working toward is no longer an option, it's easy to focus on the loss and allow our energy to stagnate and spiral into self-pity. Don't allow your life force to drain away with the things that you once loved. Allow your tender heart to navigate towards the curative magic of finding faith in your future. If you're having a hard time letting go, unhook your heart from your fragmented dreams and give yourself permission to envision a brighter future. Dismantle your grief, reclaim your happiness, and consciously step back onto a path filled with hope. My tender heart helps me navigate towards my bright future. Okay. So I am going to stop there for now. But like I said, I am going to go ahead and do an extended with this one. And I'm going to pull this out to the 9-card spread. That is the relationship spread. So I want to see what is going on with your specific person and just kind of get a better understanding of the situation that is in front of us. Let me go ahead and see what signs have come out. Let's see. We've got Taurus and Libra. And the world is Capricorn. The wheel is, I think that is Sagittarius. Where's it at? Yep, Sagittarius. And the tower is Scorpio. So we've got Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. So that could be significant to you. It could be your specific person, or it could be somebody that's just hanging out in your energy that you need to know what to do with. So we will pull cards for them in the extended and see what else is going on. And like I said, pull this out to a larger spread so that we can find out more information about your relationship. All right. So if you're going to continue with me, grab the link below. Also, I have a link for Jen's 333 Collective that gives you access to all of the extendeds. It's a monthly subscription that gives you access to all of the extendeds as soon as I post them. And then there's a link down in the description box as well if you're interested in a personal reading. So I've started doing personal reading videos that I'm offering 30 minutes or 60 minutes. So you can choose from that link below, and it is just all directly for you. All right. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, grab it, check it out, let me know. All right. And if you have found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and of course, share, like, comment. That helps more people be able to see my videos and just helps me be able to keep doing what I am doing here. All right. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. If you're going to continue with me, grab that link. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.